Welcome to Coaching Think Talk. I am life coach Shaun Joya. Coaching for inspired fidelity. This coaching conversation inspired fidelity. Let me just listen. It's flickering on my end, but I hope I'm okay. On me, when we're doing something live there. So it's an interesting. There we go. So that works. So thank you very much. I hope you're all right. I am back. Okay. So that's what happens if you are in a digital space, right? You get some technical difficulties here and there. So I'm hoping you're still there with me. I'm waiting with. All right. I am back. Oh, hopefully we're able to fix the technical stuff here, right? Okay, so let's begin. Thank you for joining me this wonderful Thursday afternoon. Welcome to Inspired Fidelity, and my mission is to be able to empower men to be mentally fit so that they can stay inspired to live a more meaningful and fulfilling life. If you are watching me and you would say, I am a woman and we're watching me, I tell you, you're going to learn a lot of things as well as I teach you here. So it's okay for you to join and hop in here. Thank you for joining me live today. Please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you are presently located as of this very moment. And please do tag your friends, circulate this video, and let us more help more people reach out to them who might be in need of what I'll be sharing for you this wonderful afternoon. You may also give some shout out in there and give some inspiring message to the people that you care for, the people that maybe you remember someone right now. You're remembering someone who are in the stage right now where they are taking a look at and assessing if their career is future proof, if their current situation right now, the work that they're doing, or maybe the life that they want or the work that they want is something that they want to shift, they want to make a change, they want to be able to do something meaningful and fulfilling. Have them join in here or share this video to them. If you're watching this on a replay, maraming salamat. Just comment in there hashtag replay so we know that you're joining us. I'm streaming in two platforms: a FB page of Life Coach Philippines, and the second one is YouTube channel Coach AI Connect. If you are new to the platform, please like, follow, and subscribe so that you can get the updates. You can get all of the when we come out live in here, when we're posting uh, some insights with you and some learnings for you. Just follow us and help us as well, reach out to more people so we can bless more people. All right. So if this is the first time you're joining me, if this is the first time you're seeing me, I am life coach Shaun. As I've said, I'm the man from Pasig City. I'm a professional certified co-actively co-create life coach, and I'm also a certified mental health coach. In my professional life, I'm a call center executive for one of the Fortune 500 companies that's offering global services and consultancy work. So currently, I'm doing consultancy work, and my focus is in the area of workforce management, which is an art and science of putting the right people at the right place at the right time, doing the right things. And my tenure in the corporate world has been more than 14 years, mostly in the call center industry. Over 14 years in there, and mostly I've been blessed to be in a leadership role. So super blessed in there in my career, in my personal life. However, I am a family man. I've been married for 19 years. We've just celebrated our 19 years this January, as a married couple. And my wife is also a certified life coach. She's also doing the talk here for Coaching Think Talk, and also the community manager of Master Coach A for Coach A Upskills Blueprint Service. You'll see her every Monday at 4 p.m. For if you're taking a look at relationship, then that is something that she does every 4 p.m. at the same channel. Okay, 4 p.m. That's Coach Tin De Hoya. We have two kids. Yeah, we have a daughter and a son, and my daughter is a creative entrepreneur. She's a teenager right now. She's having her own income currently. She didn't continue on with going into college, so she's now investing on learning and developing herself as a creator. She's an animator, to be exact. And my son is on his way to be an entrepreneur as well. We just recently, allowed help him towards really finding out what he wanted to do, and it's going to be in the automotive industry, but focusing on entrepreneurial. And that is something that we're super super excited about for this year. We are a family of creators and game changers. That's who we are, and that's what we help individuals as well and family members as well to really be the game changers that you are. Every one of us, we are, we are thought leaders. And my master coach has been teaching us thought leadership, and it's something that you have ideas in there, you have thoughts in there, you have learnings in there, wisdom, knowledge that you can utilize that and make it an asset and utilize it to use it to help others and while earning in the same time. So that is, if that's something that you're looking forward to, maybe you're in the corporate world right now and you're thinking about, okay, how am I going to future proof my work and my life? And it is something that I'm doing right now, allowing me to really get out there and support the people that I want to support in here. If you're looking for a tribe, if you're looking for a community, if you are looking for a gamely, join us here at Life Coach Philippines. We'd be happy to help you out. There's a bunch of people, a lot of people that came in the corporate world that are now shifting towards being an entrepreneur and influencer. So those are the things. Those are the two things that you are, taking a look at. Maybe it's a perspective that you wanted to explore. come and join us and we'll help you out. Okay. So before I begin, I would just like to acknowledge everyone who's joining me. Of course, Coach Northern from the far northern reaches of the Philippines, from the north, of course. Master Coach Jasmine, maraming salamat. Thank you for joining. Coach C, maraming salamat for joining me. And for the rest who's joining us right now, who's just watching in there, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for supporting us every single day. It's okay if you're not comfortable yet using the comment section below, then that's okay. But me specifically, I appreciate the insights that you put in there. So put in the chat box in the comment section what you're learning, what you're appreciating, and what you're taking home from this session. All right. So my question to you is, when we begin, I'm going to talk about perspective mindset and the future, how to future proof your work, or future proof your work life. So take a look at your mindset right now. Take a look at the overall landscape of the work that you're doing. Either you're in the corporate, maybe you have a business, maybe you're an entrepreneur, or maybe you're an influencer in social media. Is your career, is the work that you're doing future proof? What's yet to come in the next couple of years. This pandemic has totally changed the way this world is working and how people are thinking, how people are, having these thoughts, ideas, and mindset, what have you. And it's influencing the way that we're living our life right now. So, what is the future of the work that you're doing? What is the future of the work that you have been doing for the longest time? And it is said that work is defined as an activity involving mental and physical effort done to achieve a purpose or a result. So if you're doing work, your work, the work that you're doing, you need to put in mental and physical effort in there. It needs to achieve a purpose or a result. Now, for me, for men out specifically out there, I would think that the reason why we work is because we want to be able to provide to the family. That is the basic, need of every human being. Now, work is also defined as a task or tasks to be undertaken, something a person or a thing must do. So it's not just human being as well. Machines also have the work that they're doing, and as men, as I've said, we all have something that we want to achieve. And same goes as human beings. For every one of us, we have that is something that we want. If you are a dad or in an incoming dad, one of the things that I would think that drives your desire is to create a better life for your family. And then if you're your mom, you're working, I would think that's the same way as well, right? So we sacrifice, what happens is for men out there, we sacrifice our desires and we focus our attention towards growing, the goals of being financially free. I'm not sure if you've experienced that, right? Before, that was my target. Ever since I started working, I want to be financially free. I want to be able to raise my family, and I want them to have this success, this kind of lifestyle that they want. And the way for me to be able to do that is for me to grow, invest on, put in my effort in the corporate world, go up the corporate ladder, and that is something that I'm doing. So if you are someone who is in that state right now, you work on the corporate ladder, you are there, you're successful, but you're thinking about, okay, is this something that I want to continue on doing for the next 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, or is something that I want to, start exploring? Then you are in the right space. If you know someone who is in that space right now, maybe you had a conversation with someone and that person told you, okay, hey coach, hey, um whatever your name is, tell you, like, this is how I'm feeling right now. And how what do you think about this? Like, how are things happening in this world right now, especially in the change in the pandemic? Maybe this person's asking for your advice, asking for your guidance. Have them hop it in there, or tag them in the comment section below, like what Coach Nord is doing in there. Invite them. Let's bless them. Okay. So if you are someone who's wanting to explore how you can future proof your work life, then you're welcome to listen. Get some wisdom, some nuggets in here that will change your life, and share it with others as well along the way. All right. Now, tech philosopher Somi Aryan shared that the future of work isn't as scary as a lot of people think. People would think we have this uncertainty of how the future would work. They would tend to make sure that they're secured, they're in their comfort zone, they're able to do a lot of things because they fear that there's uncertainty in the work. But the reality is, what she's saying, that it's not as scary as it sounds. And people worry so much about the unknown future, worry so much about what will happen in the future, and try as we must, we want to be able to create a comfortable life until we decide to pursue something meaningful and fulfilling. Like, what is that kind of comfortable life? If you think about it, one of the things that I was doing before is for me to be able to save money, buy a house, buy a car, have a business, retire to live a comfortable life. But is that comfortable life, if you think about it, if you assess up on it, is that really creating a meaningful life for you? Like, what is a meaningful life to you? Is it a meaningful life is a life of comfort, or it's a totally different thing? Now, Arian said, she highlighted that there are three dominant work cultures in the 21st century. So, if you are there, I would tell you this is such a, this is an eye opener for me. I want to be able to share with you because I think it's important for us to start really identifying what would be the dominant work culture that we need to focus or we need to start investing today so that we are future proofing our the work and the life that we have. Now, the common course that we have, and for most of us, me specifically, is the corporate world. So that is the first dominant work culture. It's the corporate world. The second one is entrepreneur or startup. The third is what you see in social media right now, which is influencer. So those are the three common dominant work culture. There is the corporate, there is the entrepreneur, and there is the influencer. Now, for most millennials, from millennials, I'm a millennial, to the baby boomer. If you're born from 1996 backward, your mind says what's instilled for most of us. And if you don't have that kind of culture, that's okay. But for most, is what you need to do, what our parents are guiding us. Go to a good school, make sure that you have good grades, find a decent job, go up the corporate ladder, have business, retire, go to a farm, go to a beach, enjoy traveling, staying somewhere that you can, sip your juice or maybe have a glass of whiskey or drink beer in the beach now. If you are connecting with me, put that in the comment section below. If that is something that you were thinking about before, I've thought about that. It is something that I feel that that's the kind of life that I want to live. But and you get to start questioning, is that really what I want? And it's not that's really the direction that I wanted to do. And some people, some men thrive in the work culture of the corporate. If you think about all of these three, the corporate, entrepreneurial, and influencer, there's no right or wrong. It really depends on you on where you want to focus on and where you want to put all of your attention on. Because we need to understand as well what kind of lifestyle we want to live. What mindset do we want to create? What kind of legacy do we want to leave behind to our children and also the future generation? So let me share to you a story. Growing up, my parents taught me that to be successful in life, you must continue to pursue your goals by moving up the corporate ladder. Making sure you have the high salary, and that's a measure of what success is, and a measure of, hey, you made it. That is the real deal. And I started my career back 17 years ago, and I remember I was earning just 7,000 pesos a month, which is not enough, not sufficient for me to be able to provide to the family and even to support me. 7,000 pesos. So I'm not sure if you can remember those times when you were starting in your career. That was my salary. And during that time, my family was, my parents were supporting me to be able to provide to the needs of, my wife back then, my wife and our child back then when she was young and growing up. So the pursuing there is for me to be able to be independent so that my parents support me. So I've seen opportunities in the call center industry, so I made a decision to move out there. And in 5 months, down the line, it's a seasonal project. I was a technical support representative handling email support, and eventually I saw an opportunity in workforce management. Now, that one, if you're not familiar in the call center industry, workforce management, as I've said, is an art and science of putting the right people at the right place at the right time, doing the right things. And seeing this, that I was in the zone on the workforce management, I promised myself that I would move up the corporate ladder every 2 to 3 years. So blood, sweat, and tears. These are the three things that we put in there for us to be able to achieve success in your life. So, when you put that in there, eventually you will achieve the success that you want. Fortunately, for me specifically, I was able to achieve that 2 to 3 year success earning 5-digit salary a month to eventually having a 6-digit salary, having the perks of an executive, having the allowance, the office space, the parking space, status position, all of these different things that were, men look for, only to think about if that is something that I wanted to do. Now, success was prevalent. I knew back then in my mind that there's something missing in my life still. And when you're running towards a life that you want, you eventually get exhausted, especially if you're not clear of the values that you have. And you begin to wonder and ask yourself, is this really it for me? Is this my reality, or this is more? Have you ever think about that? Have you ever felt that? I remember back then when I landed the senior manager role, um, this thought stuck with me, and I began to think of what my purpose is in this world and what is the meaning of life. Um, I started exploring, I grab a book. It's called The Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. If you haven't read that, buy that book, buy it online, and go to national bookstores. Make sure you're safe. And I wanted to make understand what it is that a man is looking for. And back in 2018, my wife wanted to do a career shift, and she found life coaching at the Cup Republic, and that paved a way for me to open my mind and to open my heart and to see life in a different perspective, to see life over than the four corners of the office that I have at work and the power that I have when I go to work. And then I knew I needed to journey in there, and I needed to move forward. So back in 2019, I decided to quit the corporate world as a director. Having all of the perks and the comfort, I left those behind for 2 years and began on a journey of really finding what's meaningful in my life and discovering what really makes our life free. So maybe you're in a stage right now in which you're asking yourself, how how can I live my life with freedom? You know, how can I live my life to be in that state which I don't need to please any other people. I don't need to do the things I need to do because I have this fear that maybe I won't be able to provide to my family. I won't be able to pay the bills. Won't be able to do A, B, C, and D, or maybe what other people would say about what I'm doing. And I tell you, for those 2 years, I didn't really care what other people said. I just want to keep myself sane, and I want to be free from all of these things. And life coaching has allowed me to go to the journey to discover my life, what is life all about. And it also taught me how to be an entrepreneur, how to become an influencer. And as I've shared a while ago, those are the two dominant work cultures. And as for most people, they get stuck in the corporate world, but they lose sight of there are two more work cultures that you can start exploring, which is being an entrepreneur or being an influencer or doing both. And that expanded my perspective about life. I've also learned that our mindset plays a crucial role in how we live our life and the decisions that we make. The skills that we develop allows us to create a career or a profession that is successful, and we will carry this success in the new world of work. You will also see that there are a lot of change as well in artificial intelligence and automation at work. Humans are in a dire need of upgrade as well to stay relevant in this world, because as AI and automation is starting, the monotonous work that we were doing before is no longer being relevant for these days, because that's already being done by a machine. And we need to start taking a look at how the human and machine relationship is redefining the future for work, and we must start reinventing ourselves to transform to be the person we are called to be. And that is what future proofing yourself is. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share to you three steps process to future proof your work and life. And I hope you're still there and reflecting on this. And this is a critical aspect if you want to start moving out of the corporate world and focusing on being independent, being free, doing the things that you want in your own terms. So three steps process to future proof your work and life. Okay, are you ready? I hope you're ready in there. Number one, get your notebooks and pen in there. Number one, learn what kind of person you are. That is first. Questions you can ask yourself, like, what motivates you? How do you define success? What is success look like? Like, if you can smell it, taste it, feel it, how does it look like? Learn what kind of person you are, because the more that you understand who you are, the better that you are, that you will on making decisions for a better future. So that is one, the first step. Second step is to learn to develop your emotional intelligence and also being mindful. Emotional intelligence and being mindful. And why is it important? I believe that knowing thyself is the beginning of wisdom. You probably heard that, we've read through that time and again. And that one will allow you to manage your emotions, because sometimes the emotions that we have when we are triggered, that triggers us to be reactive rather than proactive in making decisions. And we will make decisions that we will regret in the future. So the more that you understand how you think, the more that you understand how people think as well. So that is second one. Learn and develop your emotional intelligence and being mindful. The third step is to learn critical thinking. Now, Master Coach has been teaching us this. Probably learned this in the corporate world, what critical thinking is. You probably went into a training, but afterwards, a training, you were thinking yourself, okay, what is critical thinking? How can I utilize that? Well, critical thinking is an objective analysis and evaluation of an issue in order to for you to put judgment in there, or for order for you to have a judgment. Now, the reality is, in this present time, people are reactive. You know, aminin man natin sa hindi, we are reactive. We react to certain triggers, the environment, our boss, our spouse, our children, our parents, every other people in your surrounding, we react to them. Now, when you learn how to stop and you learn this critical thinking, it allows you to learn to stop, to be more intentional about the kind of relationship and the kind of experiences you want to create. Because critical thinking helps you make good decisions. Critical thinking helps you make good decisions. It also gives you perspective. And think about the moment in which maybe you are in an argument with someone. Maybe it's your spouse, as I've said a while ago. Maybe it's your parents. Think about the time in which you responded to them. Did you act in ways that you were intentional about the kind of experiences and relationship you want to create? Or the response was you felt that this person was taking away something from you? Maybe this person was saying bad things to you. That's why you reacted. So those three, when you learn this three steps process, when you practice this, learn what kind of person you are currently, learn to develop your emotional intelligence and being mindful, and learn critical thinking. This will allow you to finally put a stop and think and process things so that you can pass judgment by making the right decisions. Now, a lot of times it can be a challenging for everyone, and I'm not exempted. I have anger management issues where I respond is extreme. Either I get angry or I just don't say anything, because when I say something, it's gonna hurt. I don't want that. I've hurt a lot of people in the process. Avoid it at all costs. But that's something I've realized, that when you're more intentional about the kind of experiences and relationship that you will pause and think and reflect on how you are responding, because the more that you're intentional, the better it is for you in creating relationship, in building trust, in building solid foundation, and allowing your children to make see you as someone who's the first thought when they need something. Hello. Dapis Rio, Geraldine, thank you very much for joining us. That is something that we need to do. And if you are in the space right now, if you're ready to embark on the journey to future-proof your work life, here in Life Coach Philippines, we're offering a strategy coaching session, which is complimentary. You don't have to pay for it. Let's start working on the strategies on how you can create a future-proof life that thrives, which allows you to live life full of meaning and fulfillment. Because at times, we get to question ourselves, is the work that we're doing right now really something that's going to allow us to live the life that we want in the future, free free from expectations of other people, free from the expectation of society, free from pleasing other people, because we want to be able to not have that experience of, emotional disruption. But I tell you, when you start working on that and understanding and how you can better manage who you are, understanding your values, understanding your beliefs, understanding your attitude, it makes life far, far simpler. And simplicity in this world is difficult to do. That is the reality. So if you want to live a simple life, life coaching would allow you to do that. And I've learned that in the hardest way. And I don't want you to go through that kind of experience as well, because it's challenging to be in a state in which you're making bad decisions only to have this guilt feeling in the future. If you can avoid that, avoid it at all costs. Help is available in here. It's something that we can provide to you that would help you to change your mindset and see things in a different perspective. Because when you are mastering your creative thinking, you're allowing yourself to see things in a different perspective and allowing you to live better and live free. Now, for those of you who want to continue to learn more about the three dominant work cultures that I've shared a while ago, which is, corporate, entrepreneur, and influencer, join me next Monday, this coming Monday at 10 a.m. I'm doing coaching for workforce management. I'm going to talk about this in detail and how you can utilize this as work in your work that you're doing. If you don't have any decision yet, you want to focus on being successful in your career in the corporate, you can utilize these three dominant work cultures, and you can start implementing in the work that you do. Getting to know what's the difference between a corporate employee, an entrepreneur, and an influencer, and decide how you're going to utilize this to move forward. If it's something that you want to learn, join me. That's going to be on Monday at 10 p.m. for coaching workforce management. Same channel, and let me help you out. Let me, empower you. Let me give you that knowledge, and also that wisdom for you to make the right decisions of what the kind of future that you want to create. All right. So thank you very much for joining me. If you have any questions, feel free to message us here at Life Coach Philippines. We'd be happy to help you out. If you want to be part of what we're doing, if you want to be mentally fit, that's what we're fighting for. That's what we're aiming towards for. Let us know. Message us here. We'll be happy to support you. All right. So as I end this conversation, let me invite you to be part of what we are doing as a professional certified life coaches. If you are yet to be a smart holder of the Be Learning e-card or still missing on the perks that we are enjoying, today is the best time for you to take action. Please connect with Coach Rizal to 0917-586-1661 to join the Be Learning Society. It's a tent maker of the Be Learning Home for Mental Fitness. And what you are doing here is helping Master Coach A fulfill her passion project, which is the Be Learning Society, which is the a facility that will allow you to have a halfway house for you to start healing. That is something that you have a heart for. That enjoy the benefit of this. Enroll in this. What you will get in this on a monthly basis, you get a 5% food and beverage discount from Decaf Coffee Republic. You also get a full access mental model masterclass by Master Coach A happening every fourth Saturday of the month. And the benefit of a 90-minute free coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. Please save the date for January. It's going to be the fifth month, of course. We know it's New Year, right? We didn't have that class during the New Year. So January 29 at 7 p.m. for our next mental model masterclass, as Master Coach A will teach about the transformation mental model. What you see on the screen right now, transformation is a radical shift at the identity level. And this masterclass will go deeper on understanding what transformation is, what is involved in transforming oneself, and the biggest transformation bottlenecks and how to overcome them. This is where a lot of people are struggling. Let's start overcoming this transformation bottleneck. It's time for radical shift. Do not miss this masterclass. Please connect with Coach Rizal to 0917-586-1661 for more information and registration assistance. And I tell you, when you truly understand what transformation is, you will also fully grasp the degree of resistance that comes along with this. You need to deal with the bottlenecks. That is the process of transformation. So you will know how to deal with this resistance, so that when it shows us up in the process, you know how to deal with it. All right. So for more information and registration assistance, again, connect with Coach Rizal, 0917-586-1661. And also for individuals who want to embark on a journey of becoming a life coach like me, who has changed, life coaching has changed my life, by the way. So if you want to learn more about how this changed my life, how this changed my relationship, if you have a husband in there, if you want to change your husband to be a better husband, if you want to be a better wife, life coaching will change everything. It's a game changer. So for individuals who want to become embark on a journey of becoming a certified life coach, Master Coach A is now offering the Co-Actively Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program. This is a CPD accredited units with 40 CPD credits. So if you are looking for completing your CPD this year, 40 CPD units, then you are done. CPD is all about learning new things, refreshing your knowledge, and doing new things, which what makes CACC Life Coach Certification Program the perfect track for continuing professional development. Life coaching is the 21st century learning experience that is empowering professionals to enhance their skills in multiple domains and thereby increasing relevance in the increasing complex workplace. What you will get in here is a 21 web-based learning journey, a 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A. And for those people who wants to monetize their profession as a life coach, it also includes a 3-day live business bootcamp with senior coaching team. And the package also comes with other bonuses. I tell you, the behind the scenes program is inclusive. So when you graduate, you already have coaching programs that you can offer to other people. So that is something I tell you, not a lot of people are offering that. So please connect with Coach yourself to 0917-586-1661 to discover opportunities waiting for you in this profession. All right. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you're able to get some wisdom and some nuggets in here. If you have any questions, feel free to message us. Don't be a stranger. Come and join us. Let us help you out. Do join us again for another episode of Coaching Conversations tomorrow with Coach Glacy at 10 a.m. for coaching for and Cage Life and coaching for mental fitness with Coach Candy. Sorry, I mixed the 2 p.m. We'll just share that to you. Just stay tuned here at Life Coach Philippines. We'll be happy to support you in your journey. If you're looking for more contents here, utilize the search function in YouTube and in Facebook, and you'll get all of the contents that you're seeing from the page. Okay, once again, this is Life Coach Shaun Joya from Life Coach Philippines for Coaching Think Talk. Coaches like us think and talk like this, and if you want to think and talk like this, join us in the life coaching profession. This is us in the Philippines. Lab, bam, boom. Thank you, everyone. See you again soon. Bye-bye.
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag-and-drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag-and-drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.